Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Cedric Verge. I'm the Customer Success Manager at Avonni, and I'm really excited to be your host today as we will explore the new features of the Avonni Components package version 6.1. So I'm talking about the Avonni Components for Flows and also for Experience Cloud site. So this live event is being recorded. The recording will be available afterwards on LinkedIn and on YouTube. If you also have any question, feel free to post your question directly over the chat, and I would be extremely happy to answer your questions. So what do we have in the agenda today? In this live session, I will focus on some new features that comes with this new release. Like, for example, giving you access to more control, especially if you're using the Lightning Console application. So you can think about dynamic tabs manipulation like opening, closing, remaining, and even highlighting tabs directly using the Avonni components. We're also expanding data source option using the Avonni charts and also Avonni tabs. So now on the chart and on the tabs component, you have the query data source access to really unlock more data visualization possibilities. Also, huge update for the Avonni map, like with drawing capabilities. So now users will have the ability to add markers on the map to draw shapes as well. Also supporting the GeoJSON support. So if you like to add a layer directly on the map, that will be possible. And I will show you a demo in a few minutes. And also, still on the map, marker clustering for more cleaner and interactive maps, especially if you have a lot of marker you'd like to display on the map. Plus, we have some quality life, I would say quality life improvement on the Avonni record detail with a new features, which is the edit mode. So now you have the ability to have the edit mode by default enabled on the Avonni record detail, and I will show you one use cases for that. So as a recap, what is the Avonni components package for Flows and Experience Cloud? It's all about, enhancing the Salesforce journey transformation using pre-built no-code components like building blocks you can use right inside Salesforce, where you can build any type of custom solution with no code. So this is mainly for what I will discuss today, what I will demoing today on this new release, the Avonni map. I will also discuss about the Avonni record detail as I mentioned, and also the Avonni chart component. And finally, I will finish with the Lightning Console tab interaction, the new interaction we shipped with this. So let's do a live demo. Let's get through the new features release of this version 6.1 features, and I will start right now using the Avonni map. So we have a bunch of new features on the Avonni map. The first one I'd like to talk about, it's, so here what I did, I just created a screen flow using the Avonni map to display location or properties related to that specific account. So I'm displaying a list of warehouse, innovation center, logistic hubs. So it's really related properties for a specific account. The first new feature we are shipping on the map with this new release, it's the ability to have drawing features on the map. So let me show you now the backend stuff on my ScreenFlow component configuration for the map and how you can activate the drawing feature. So I will just open my ScreenFlow, which is this one. As you can see, there is the Avonni map inside. So now I will select the map and access the component builder. And within the component builder, you will have now a new section, draw. And basically, when you enable the draw, you will have some drawing tools available within the map for your users. So quick note here, it's really important. If you like to get access to the draw feature on the map, you need to use the leaflet map type. The drawing feature is not available if you're using Google Maps. So it's really important to use leaflet maps to be able to access the draw feature. So then within the draw features, you can enable this. Obviously here you have also toolbar, so you can really control what you like to display on the toolbar. If you like to display circle, rectangle, marker, polygon, line, delete, edit, and you can also select where you like to display the toolbar position on the map. So by default, I will do bottom right there. And here you have the save as content. So if you like to enable the drawing and being able for users to save the drawing they made on the map, you need to save as content document, and this will automatically enable the save as content document, and then you will be able to specify the content document ID or the content document linked entity ID, which is, on my case, the current record ID. You can also customize the save button as a label. So for example, content document ID, if I'm going on my record page, I think I already have some content document ID if I'm going on related. If here I have some pre-built content document like drawing document, so you can use one of those or make the system that will create a new content document ID for you, and then you will just need to put the ID to make sure the save is working correctly. So let's get back on the map. Down, I will save the flow and activate this for my users. So now if I'm reloading the page right there, I will have access to the drawing feature on the map. Now I can say, oh, okay, great. Let's say I'd like to add a marker, and this will automatically save as a content document. So the same if I want to draw shape like polygon, rectangle, that's also possible. You can draw a line, you can do a circle, and this will automatically save as a content document or on the map. So that's really important now, because now I should see a new content document on right there. So view all, like today, yes. So what I can do, I can take a view detail map, view detail file, edit file detail. No, sorry, view file detail. I can copy paste the content document ID and put it on the flow to make sure this content document will be loaded by default. You can use variable as well to make things more automated for that. So right there, you have content document ID. You can paste it to content document IDs. So this will automatically save the information on the map. Okay. Let's get back to the account page. Right there, we just reload the page again. Property location. Now I can say, okay, I'm drawing things right there, adding marker. It will save the information. And let's say I'd like to draw a circle to display this. It's automatically saved. And now let's say I'm reloading the page. I should see the information saved directly and loaded automatically on the page, because I was able to link the content document ID to that specific record page. Again, you can automate this using a variable once you get the content document ID. So that's really for the draw feature on the map. Next one, the ability for on the map, again, if you're using leaflet maps, you have the ability to preload what we call GeoJSON values. So GeoJSON values can be used if you like to add an overlay on the map. Let's say, for example, on this map, I want to overlay all the US counties. So what I did first, I do like a Google search, GeoJSON US counties, and I would just take this first page, and basically if I'm clicking on row, I can copy paste this content and save that into a notepad, for example. And then once it's saved, what I can do, I can say, okay, now right there under the related, I need first to upload that file as a content document. So here I will upload the file, US counties.json. That's really important to have the JSON extension. Save. So now the file is there. I will click on the file. view file detail, copy paste the ID of the file, and now on the map, I will open the map component. We added like a GeoJSON value attribute. So basically, it's really if you like to add a link to a content document ID for GeoJSON data, note the content document ID, there is a file limit of 12 meg, which is quite big. The one we do right now with US counties, it's 2.8 meg. So now I will just paste the content document ID of the US counties. And as you can see live on the map, now I will see on the map an overlay of all the US counties based on the file I uploaded. So you can imagine doing this for any type of all other data you like to preload on the map, like, I don't know, maybe region, maybe postal code. There is a lot of things you can do. You can obviously find all this information directly on the web and copy paste the GeoJSON content as a JSON file and save that into the as a content document. So that's really great. You can save that and you will see that live on Salesforce when I'm reloading the screen on my page. I will have my GeoJSON data saved right there. So we just reload the page again. Properties location. And now I can see the GeoJSON data. So again, based on the use case you have, if you like to add more visual content on the map to display things more clearly, using the GeoJSON features, it's really nice and easy to use. Just upload the GeoJSON data directly as a content document and really link the content document ID on the map. So that's for the GeoJSON features on the map. The next one, still on the map, last one, it's more about marker clustering. Let's say, that's what I have here. I have this map, and as you see on the map, I have really a lot of markers. Now you have the ability to add marker clustering. So let me show you what I'm talking about right there regarding marker clustering. I will just open the map right there. So Avonni map, open the component builder. Again, only available if you're using leaflet maps. If you're using Google Maps, that's not available. You will have a section that says marker clustering. You can enable the marker clustering, and then you will find some option like you have option like coverage on over right there. So basically what this does, you will see like an highlighted area where you can hover your mouse over a group of map marker, and this will exactly show you where the markers are included. I will do a live test. Now I enable the marker clustering, save the flow, and here just reload the content. So you see this is the map without marker clustering. I will just reload the map now with the features marker clustering available. And now you can see there is like marker clustering. And because I use the coverage on over, when I'm hovering my mouse, you can see the area where I have a cluster. So here I can click right there. It will directly zoom on the area, and then I can see the expandable marker for that. The same right there, you can expand. It's really a more closer area. So that's really nice if you like to, especially if you have a lot of markers on the map. It's more about visual stuff and functional as well. You can click on the marker and see the information being displayed on the map directly. So again, if I'm going back on the properties regarding the marker clustering, you have, yes, I show you the coverage on over. You also have the max cluster radius. So it's basically to control how big these clusters can get. So the size of that circle will determine basically which markers will be included. And also you can disable clustering on zoom level. So basically when you zoom in really close to the map, the clustering will disappear. That's how you can fine tune the option regarding marker clustering on the map. So that's all about the updates for the map. Again, huge update. We saw the drawing feature on the map. What we saw here, drawing feature, GeoJSON support value, and also the ability to set marker clustering. We also are working on more updates on the map for the upcoming release. Next one, I'm talking here more about the Avonni record detail component. So here I have an example of the Avonni record detail component. I'm talking about this component right there, where you can really display a list of fields based on a specific record and record ID. So this is the record detail. You can click here and automatically edit the information. Now we have a new option on the Avonni record detail, and that's what I did on the other flow here. So basically, I just copied the same screen flow as this one, but instead of displaying the record detail not in edit mode but in view mode, I will open by default the record detail in edit mode. So if I'm clicking on edit, it's automatically on edit. So I'm able to change information right from there and save the information that will be updated live on my Salesforce as well. So now how it works on the back end for that. So let me show you the flow right there. I have the Avonni record detail component. Open the component builder. So now on the record detail component, there is a new mode, and you have inline or input. If you select in input, by default, it will open all the fields you have on the record detail as input mode. So basically, you're avoiding for your users extra clicks. If they want to edit the information, you can open and load the edit mode by default. So right now, the edit mode input mode is available for the entire record detail component. It's not by section, because as you may know, you can create multiple sections on the record detail. That's not available per section. It's really for the entire record detail component. Next new feature. Now it's more about the Avonni chart, where on the chart, we're bringing the query data source support. So let me show you a screen flow featuring the Avonni chart. And this is what you need to set up before. Before to use the Avonni chart, you need to have your get records collection set up first, and then you can map those collections into a variable on the query. So for example, this one, chart open pipeline, you need to map that before the release. You need to map that to a variable to get and select the collection to do the chart. Now, we are supporting the query data source. So let's say chart query. Open the component builder. And instead of linking that to a variable, you can do the query right inside the component. So let's say opportunity. And then you can select the bar length, which is amount, sum, currency, and bars that will be like close date, group by month, for example. Okay, and because I'm using the query data source within the chart, so I don't need to use the get records collection. I can even create my filters from there. So I want to exclude, for example, stage. I want to exclude not equal to close one and close last, because I only want to display open opportunities. So you can really fine tune the stage or the filters the way you want. It's like it's like the same kind of integration as the query data source for other components we have. So close last, and I'm set. So it's more visual already integrated into the query data source, into the chart component itself. So you don't need to set up variable first on the component. And that's really one of the main features around the chart. We also have some bug fixes on this, but we also have more updates coming for the upcoming release on the chart, like the ability to customize the label name. So let's say if you like to display January, November, December instead of the number month, that will be available in the upcoming release. And we will also bring platform event integration into the chart component in the upcoming release as well. So that will be a huge update for the chart component, because platform event integration will make your chart component reactive, and they will automatically update as there is something happen on Salesforce without reloading the page. So that's huge. That will be huge. Available on the upcoming release for the chart. Now, next features, the last one big feature, it's more about if you're using console application. So if you're using a Lightning console, Sales console, for example, this one. So, okay, so with the Sales console, we are bringing new set of interaction to control the console tabs. So let me show you an example related. I have a list of employee right there. Let's say, okay, John, view contact. So now I can control how I'd like this new tab to be displayed as a sub-tab or as a new tab. I can even control what kind of icon I want to display and if I would like to highlight the tabs. So let me show you how this works on the back end. So we just open the flow. No, it's not this one. It's the one with what was the name of the flow again? It's the related list. Right there. So it's the one with the related list regarding the data table. So it's not from there where I will control the console tab, because this is really my main related list by using the Avonni data table. But it's more about, okay, it's this one, the contact panel. I will show you this. So let's say Avonni header. I'd like to control the interaction on view contacts. So if you remember this correctly, if we're closing that right there, I want to control the interaction on view contact, especially regarding Lightning console tabs. So right there, I can set an interaction. So let's say I'd like to create an interaction from scratch, add interaction, and I can say when they press view contact, navigate directly to the record page of the contact page based on the ID, which is the input contact ID. And here, this is new. You have open console tab. So when you toggle this option, you will have more option about the control tab option. You'd like to say, oh, I want maybe to open as a sub tab. If you'd like to specify specific tab ID, you can override those. Otherwise, we will use the current tab as default. You can also have focus. You can display an icon to focus on an icon. Let's say, okay, this one, for example, demo tab. And then you can save the interaction. So now I will do a live test on this one. So that's really a bunch of interaction we are bringing with the console tab. And now let's reload this on the related. Let's click here, view contact. Okay, demo tab with the icon. This is what I just set up as the interaction. So you have more granular control, especially if you're using Lightning console regarding the tabs. So again, let me show you what I did on the contact panel. You have the interaction on navigation, and then you can control what you like to display and even override navigation rule. You can even do add action click. We also have like view contact, a new control console tab, actions. So if you like to add more action, like set tab highlights with success and pulse, and then doing saving the information, you can mix and match interaction with console tabs. So now let's do a live test. Again, I'm closing this and reloading the page. Related. View contact. Oh, highlighting the tabs success so I can really focus my users on the specific tabs. Again, because I have more granular control over the interaction if you're using console tabs. So again, I know that's specific, but if you have some usage using Lightning console tab, you have more type of interaction you can control from there regarding your tabs. You can even close, focus, refresh a tab. So that's all of the part of the interaction we are bringing for the Lightning console application. So that's mainly for the new features regarding the Lightning console application. What else can I show you? Yes, something else that's not really related to the version 6.1 of the package, but we built the documentation center. It's more a knowledge base about the Avonni components. So now when you go on flow.avonnicomponents.com, or even better, the new site, docs.avonnicomponents.com, you will find some navigation tabs to easily switch from one documentation site to another one, depending of the context. So if you like to get information about experience components, about flow components as well, you can easily find all the information about the Avonni components under one site. Even the release notes as well are more accessible. We will work on this knowledge base over the coming weeks. You can expect really a lot of changes, especially around the Avonni components. We are working hard to bring new stuff, new exciting stuff, and I would love to show you that on an upcoming LinkedIn Live event. If you have any question, feel free to chat your question directly within the event, send us a comment. I don't have any live chat notification right there, but again, the main goal it's really to show you all the new features with this new version 6.1 release, where you can, by the way, find direct links access to this new version directly on our release note website. So feel free to update today. It's already available, and you will see all the features we are bringing with this new version. Thank you so much really for watching this live event, and I really hope you will really enjoy those new features. We work hard on those new features. Again, feel free to comment or post any question you have about this live event. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.